Time for On the Market, and our good friend Ken Browne is here from LePage Team Realty. We're just talking about careers, and you've had a couple of different ones in your day.
Started as an auctioneer and now
Which
a
was
realtor.
in your family, eh?
7 generations.
Isn't that something? And you're still doing that on the side, sort of thing, for charity.
I do about 35 charity auctions a year around Ottawa.
And we were just chatting with Stuntman Stu. Between us all, we do a fair amount of auctioneering.
Almost 100.
No doubt. We're going to talk about today getting into the real estate business. First, we want to touch on how the market stands right now. A little bit slow, you're telling me?
We're about 4 weeks behind. It was anticipated.
Is it weather?
Completely weather related. We've got good inventory coming on now. We had a lot of snow to start the year. January and February were slower. March stats are just out. They're going to be a little behind March of last year, but ahead of last February. The market is about 4 weeks behind.
Yeah, and it's funny how the amount of snow or the weather outside dictates when people house shop and when they put them on the market, and that sort of thing, right?
Absolutely. You want your home to show well. A year ago, we were golfing outside. People were raking and mowing their lawns. Now we're still shoveling paths. So we're not surprised. It was very anticipated. March numbers from the board today will probably show it being a little slower, but it's what we thought would happen.
And does it catch up eventually?
Oh, always in Ottawa. I mean, I've said before when we've sat here, you can't look at Ottawa in a 4-week window. You look at Ottawa as a 1-year picture. In 60 years, Kurt, I'll reiterate this one. In 60 years, there's only ever been 1 year with a drop of over 2.5%. We're a very solid market. So if it's a little slow now, April, May, June will be busier, and I think it's going to be a great year.
That being said, give me a sense of what it's like if you choose real estate as a career, if it's something you want to get into in this particular market. Is it a good idea?
It's always a great time. The market has changed a lot too. I've been in 29 years, and in your 20s, it was rare 29 years ago to come in. People were coming in as a second career. A lot of Manulife people would come from, we had a lot of housewives coming in. But now people are coming in at an earlier age. They're communicating with first-time buyers better. It's a great time to come in.
Yeah.
So any age group, you can also come in and join a team now, like assistants. There's far more variety getting into the business.
Yeah, and it's not just real estate agents per se in this business. There's a lot that goes with that, right?
Well, it is, and I'm also often asked, who makes a good realtor? We have to be a multitasker. And we've always said that 2 of the greatest professions coming in have been teachers and nurses. And if you look at what teachers and nurses do, they respond to, all different levels of people around them. They're multitasking all day. They're serving so many different people. Realtors have to do that. The business, though, today, and we talked about it off camera, is marketing.
Yeah.
I mean, your job is to earn the trust of sellers and buyers, but the job is to market homes, promote yourself. You need to have people trust you. You need them to come to you. You want them for life.
That requires a lot of attention to detail, it would seem to me.
You want to be very careful. I mean, people are spending in Ottawa an average of $370,000 to buy a house. You can't make a mistake.
And you got to understand too, really one of the first things I think you have to understand is that this is an important decision. It's one of the most important decisions people will make in their lives. So being comfortable can only, help you with your success as a real estate agent or what have you.
Yeah, right? And you want to know the ups and downs of a neighborhood, a house, a style of home, where you're going to be, are you going to upgrade down the road, how long are you going to live there? Lots and lots goes into that.
Do you find there's certain personalities that do better at real estate than others?
I've often said if you can walk into a cocktail party and walk around and introduce yourself and schmooze the room and say hello, it takes that. Being at open houses, being anywhere you are, you have to promote that you're a realtor. You want people to come to you, trust you, work with you. You want to be, trust is the big factor.
Now, there's no educational path other than marketing, I think, that could lead you down this road. But when you get to the point where you decide real estate is for me, there is an educational process.
Yes, it'll take you 3 to 6 months, between $2,000 and $3,000. You complete a series of 3 courses. You can do them book reading, you can do them online, or you can do them in class. So you go through these 3 phases. We used to call them phase 1, 2, 3. You go through those, you come out, you have 18 months to complete that. That's about a $2,000 process. The day you enter real estate is about another $1,000 just with your errors and omissions insurance, your licenses, things like that. But you have 18 months to complete the 3 courses, but most people would do it in 3 to 6. You would then have a year to choose to join a broker. But at some point, you've passed, you take your license, you join a broker, and now you're a realtor.
Yeah, yeah. lots of information available to people too.
2 places you could go, orea.com, OREA.com, Ontario Real Estate Association, or if you go to roylepage.ca, there's a simulator. We had it on a slide and I forgot to bring it. There's a simulator that you can go in and follow through and get an idea of your aptitude for real estate, and that's roylepage.ca.
It's one of those things that'll tell you, you know what, maybe you should do this, or, well, maybe you should try something else.
It comes out, there's a red light, a yellow light, or a green light, and it's like, okay, I better find out what's going on.
Ken Browne is with Royal LePage Team Realty, and listen, if you have any questions about the real estate business, this is the man to talk to right here.